Flying in your dreams indicates conscious awareness of interdimensional activity and your multidimensional nature. We are multidimensional beings living in a multidimensional universe, and the physical dimension is just one of those dimensions. So when you dream of flying, it's evidence that you are consciously accessing the other dimensions. Most people experience this in the form of falling, floating, flying, or traveling in their dream state. But any sensation of movement is indicative of interdimensional activity, or what I call ID activity. The most obvious characteristic of ID activity is the sensation of movement. This is the most prominent sensation because this is literally what you are doing. You are moving. All of life is one vibration. In reality, life is vibrating, pulsating, and moving all the time. This is what vibration does. As part of that one vibration, and as a being of vibration, this is what you do all the time as well. So there will be times, both in your sleep and your waking state, that you'll take notice of this sensation. Since we're talking about your dreams, in this video I will explain the sensation of movement in the dream or sleep state. The most common sensations of floating and falling occur when you're just falling asleep or just waking up. The floating sensation usually occurs just as you are drifting off to sleep, and the falling sensation usually occurs just as you're waking up or falling out of your deep sleep. Most people experience the sensation of flying while in a very lucid dream. Not only is the sensation fully present when you fly, but you're consciously involved in the act of flying. For most people, this becomes quite the adventurous dream. Have fun with it. If you experience lucid flying in your dream, experiment and see if you can fly to a certain location or a certain person and make mental notes to verify later. When you experience the sensation of travel while dreaming or in the sleep state, you may wake up feeling tired, as if you've just come back from a long trip. This is because your mind perceives the sensation of movement in a very physical way. On the other hand, you may not wake up exhausted at all if you've become consciously used to the sensations of interdimensional activity. You may also feel as if you're being led, guided, or assisted while traveling in your dreams. Traveling can feel foreign and scary when you consciously experience it the first few times. So you may receive the gentle guidance of a guardian angel, the assistance of a loved one who has died, or simply led by your own inner wisdom. If being led by someone, you may have the feeling of being tethered to them or taken by the hand. You may also have the sensation of being led through some sort of buffering component, like a tunnel, darkness, or liquid. The buffering component can feel comfortable and closed in, like a bubble, or the womb if in liquid, or feel very expansive, like when you travel through darkness or the vastness of space. If you're traveling solo, or it feels as if you're moving about without the help of anyone, this is an indicator that your conscious mind has taken notice of self as the driver. You realize that you don't need the help of anyone else. The feeling of being led or the need for assistance may decrease as you become more consciously involved in your ID activity and more comfortable with the sensation of movement and travel. Another indication of ID activity while dreaming is if any of your 5 physical senses are exaggerated in the dream. Colors may be more vivid, sounds may be amplified, scents overpowering, and extreme heat or cold physically felt in your dream. You may recall hearing a buzzing sound or the sound of helicopter wings while asleep or in the dream. You may remember an exaggerated sensation in your dream, but with no known cause. For example, you remember hearing the helicopter or bees buzzing when they don't appear in your dream. Your physical senses are very involved in ID activity, so you can depend on them to show forth interdimensional activity in your dreams. The sensation of movement may take on more subtle feelings in your dreams, such as an other dimensional feel, a layered feel like the peeling back of the layers of an onion, and either an observer feel as if you're standing on the outside of your dream, or an inward feel as if you're deep inside yourself looking outward to the dream. This is the conscious mind taking notice of moving into deeper levels of awareness, consciousness, and thinking. The sensation of movement in your dreams or sleep state can be very unsettling, disorienting, or even frightening, so I hope my explanations help you feel more comfortable. Take heart when you consciously take notice, because it means that you are becoming more consciously aware of your own multidimensional nature.